Hi, my name is Dan Schessel, and you are watching Off the Shelf, where each and every week we are reviewing a bunch of comics right here on YouTube. I know this has been a big stretch of time where I haven't been reviewing any comics, if anybody even cares or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I just want to throw the apology out, saying sorry. I wish I could get them out, but sometimes life is what life is, and you just can't do it. So, but I'm back. We're good to go. I got a couple comics here this week that I'm going to be throwing at you. So hopefully next week I'll have a few more and we'll get going again. All right? It's just been a little bit tough. So with all that out of the way, right? Let's get going with this. Okay, so this review is going to be for Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 23. Okay, so if you are reading, Ultimate Spider-Man comics, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, you would know that Miles's mom was killed last book. And it really had a fairly large impact in his life. He really took this one to heart. He's been losing his uncle. His dad got really hurt. And now his mom has been killed as well. So, I mean, he's not taking this one, very well. And what Brian Michael Bendis does is he jumps this story 1 year ahead. Now, when I first read that, I'm like, really? You're just gonna jump ahead? You can do that? Really? So I was a little bit leery of that at the beginning. Let me just put it this way. I like the idea. After reading the story, I like the idea of, pushing him a little bit further along in his life, giving him a year. He still knows how to use his powers. He still knows how to use all the abilities. And he's a little bit more comfortable with those abilities. And you can kind of see that in there as well, which is a really good, little tell on how he's going to be when he does actually pick up the mantle again. Sorry, I should have probably mentioned that he has not been Spider-Man for a while. I'm really terrible at that. All right. Let's just move on. I know he's still quite young, but moving him, a year further, he's a little bit taller now. There's, he's just that little bit more, a little older. You don't feel quite as bad for him if he gets into a fight now. You probably still feel pretty bad for him if he does get into a fight, but you're like, dude, you're a kid. You're like 10 years old. Stop. He's not 10 years old in the last book. Anyways, we're just going to keep going. Bendis does a really good job here with just throwing those little things in it. Making sure that he's a little bit taller. How the characters interact with each other. Miles' little subtle things here and there is absolutely, a joy for you to just kind of read and just kind of pick up on those little tiny details. The main problem that I have with this issue is that it states that Miles is... Oh, hang on. The main problem I have with this issue is the fact that Miles, you really just don't want to root for him. He's kind of being whiny and sulky, and he's got his hood up, and he just doesn't want to talk to anybody. And he's just a normal teenager. Pretty much. I hate teenagers. Get off my lawn! That's right. Get off my lawn. Anyways. He's just really mopey and he's distant. It just doesn't really feel like he should be or deserves to be a Spider-Man right now. I hope my opinion of him will change that way, but we'll kind of see how he gradually, you know, works his way out of this hole that he's stuck in. Overall, I like the move ahead. I actually did. I thought it was going to be kind of weird and kind of strange. Yeah, just throw him 1 year further. Not much actually happened during that year, I doubt. So it's good for, you know, to see him grow up a little bit, mature a little bit, see him actually get his powers a little bit more under control, and he's kind of knows what he's doing now. The art is actually quite stellar. I really did. I enjoyed the art during this book. I thought it was pretty fantastic. That's the colors and everything else like that. It really just fit with this book. The story as a whole, things are moving along nicely. The only problem I had with it was sad Miles. He is pretty sad right now. I'm going to give this book a 4 out of 5. If it wasn't really for, you know, Miles's kind of behavior, I probably would have bumped that up to a 5 out of 5. But, whatever. It is what it is. So, that was for Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 23. So I want to thank everybody out there for watching this video. You can go and check out my other video by clicking on that right there, and that would be fantastic. You can also subscribe to my page by clicking on the subscribe button down below, or, you know, clicking to my page and, you know, subscribing. There's some way on here to subscribe to people, and you guys should probably figure it out. I'm certain that most people who are watching this are fairly geeky or nerdy, so you should probably figure it out. It's not that hard. Okay? All right, let's move that out of the way. All right? So, I'm sorry, once again, I had, you know, Free Comic Book Day, Calgary Expo, and about a million other things that, you know, a dad like me and a crazy little house that I have here that has to get done, and sometimes I just don't have enough time to do it. But these videos I'm talking about. But I am trying. I know it's a short week this week, but go check that out. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.